Okay, everyone, another Foundations lesson for us today. We're still in Unit 1, and we're going to talk about how we can spell with the letters C or K or CK, because they can all make the K sound. And that can be a little confusing. Get it? Okay, let's move on. So, of course, we all know the letter K and how it makes a K sound. In some words, it's silent, but almost every time we see it, we know it's K, but we don't always know when to spell with it. Then we've got this tricky letter, the C, which also makes a K sound, but it also makes an S sound, S, and it can make other sounds, believe it or not. Like when it's with CH, it can be ch. So C is a tricky letter. In some words, like circle, it can be the S that we hear in sir and K, circle. So this is a really tricky one, but today we're only going to focus on C when it makes a K sound. And of course, C and K love to hang out together. They're buddies. They dance all the time. Doots, 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 doots. Hey, C. Hey, K. How you doing today? Well, this is another way of making the K sound, and it can be a little confusing. Let's see if I can show you a couple of rules that'll help clear this up a little bit. Okay, so we'll talk about C first. K is going to wait down in the corner until it's his turn. Now, usually, C is at the end of words with more than one syllable. There are very, very, very few words that are one syllable and end with C. So we've got words like picnic. That's a two-syllable word. And look, it ends in C. And we've got magic. Magic. Well, that's also a two-syllable word, and it ends in C. And we've got sonic, another two-syllable word that ends in C. And you'll notice most of them end in IC. We're going to talk about that in another lesson, probably in a couple of weeks. Okay, oh, and speaking of sonic, okay, so that's the basic rule with C at the end of a word. More than one syllable, it's going to be a C at the end. Now let's talk about K. Well, usually K is at the end if there is an N, L, or R right before it. That's pretty important. Remember how C had the I before it, like magic and tragic and sonic? Well, K, if it's at the end of the word, is going to have an N, an L, or an R right before it. So you'll get words like bank and park and milk. See that? All of these words have a K at the end, but right before the K, you have an N, an R, or an L. Okay, so we've got our rule for C and our rule for K. Okay, let's move on. So then we've got these two together again. And like I mentioned in another video, C and K never, ever, ever start a word. They're always at the end of a syllable. Okay, sometimes they might be in the middle of a word like chicken or ticket, but they're at the end of a syllable. Okay, so usually CK is at the end of one syllable words with a short vowel before it, before this digraph. So you'll get words like kick and stack and quick and clock. Notice these are all one-syllable words. And trick and flock. And if you don't know what a flock is like a group of birds. So we might say a flock of birds, a flock of geese, or something like that. Okay? But oh my goodness. Oh, we're being attacked by birds. Okay, a flock of birds. All right, everybody, I think you got the rules. Let's get out of here before these birds make a mess all over our slideshow. I hope you enjoyed it. The end.